Hey everybody, meteorologist Brian Good here. It's a little after the 1 o'clock hour on this Monday afternoon. I've only got 10 minutes of time here to be able to cover everything that's going to happen tonight and tomorrow, certainly. So let me break it down for you as quick as I can. All right, here's the latest setup on the actual radar around the area. Actually, let's start off with temperatures because I do want to mention that first. We're at 40 right now. I don't know if we're going to rise much more than that, maybe another degree or two, if that, because the cloud deck is now starting to lower, and that's going to really prevent much warming here for the rest of the day. So we're pretty much maxed out now at where we are. But notice the temperatures in surrounding areas. This is important for what's going to happen for this evening. Mid-30s, mainly to the north, and then upper 30s here to the south, because we do have some precipitation coming our way. Now, what we do is we look at the temperature, and we look at the actual dew point. Dew points are very low. This is very dry air at this point. Anytime you get the dew point temperature far away from the actual temperature, remember it was in the upper 30s, that tells you have dry air. So what happens is we get precipitation moving in for tonight. These two numbers are going to try to come together. When that happens, you cool the temperature down. So the temperatures in the 30s are going to drop fast once something starts to fall from the sky for tonight. So we could easily drop down to the freezing mark as soon as the precip begins to roll in. Where is that precip now? Well, it's not close to us at the moment. We've mostly got just a cloudy sky. But you can see on the cloud deck, pretty thin earlier on, and now it's starting to thicken up and lower as of the 1 o'clock hour, which, again, is going to prevent any more warming for the rest of the day. But here's the interesting change that we've noticed here in the past couple of hours. We've got this impulse now, the actual low, surging north. At first, we were thinking it would be so dry this would eat it alive and nothing would survive in our area. But now it's holding on pretty good, and there is sleet coming down. And this general area now of Missouri and Arkansas have been reporting sleet with temperatures just a couple degrees above freezing. See these areas here of yellow and oranges? Some of that is the bright banding we call it on the radar, where sleet is certainly possible. We see a hint of it right there near Jonesboro. That's some decent sleet showing up in the radar. The ice actually reflects pretty good on the radar beam. So we're expecting this to surge northbound and arrive here this evening, and at times it could be decent enough to put down some snow and sleet in the area. And probably the way it's looking now, the rain-snow line is going to set up, or the rain-sleet line, I should say, is going to set up just like that. So our far southern counties, Taylor, Greene, probably Adair, I don't know if we get much in the way of frozen precip, but I wouldn't rule it out as it heads in your direction. All right, radar view shows this is the one piece of energy now that we're tracking here to the north that is now going to phase together with this low pressure that's moving here across the south. And we're going to get a new storm that's going to be developing here off the Carolina coast. So everything is now starting to come together for a pretty significant winter storm for the eastern seaboard. So we've got these two pieces of energy forming into one. How these two interact in the next 12 hours is going to be the biggest challenge we're going to have. And the models still, even this close to the event, are struggling on how to handle this, and temperatures, and how much snow. Is it going to be all snow? Is it going to be rain? Is it going to be freezing rain? Is it going to be sleet? It's a very frustrating forecast. They always seem to be around here, but this one particularly so, because it's got so many factors involved, and one little error in how this evolves can completely change the outcome. All right, as far as the alerts go, as of the moment, we've got winter storm watches in effect for areas of the Northeast, winter weather advisories in effect for the Appalachian Mountains, and we've got winter weather advisories for that sleet, freezing rain, and light snow here across areas of the Ozarks. No alerts noted yet for Kentucky or Indiana. We'll watch that. They'll make that decision coming up at around 3 o'clock this afternoon in a couple of hours. So I'll let you know on Facebook and Twitter as we hear that. All right, here's how the system evolves in the RPM models. We head into about 9 o'clock tonight. This could start as early as 7 o'clock, by the way. You see these pockets here of darker blue, especially across Indiana. There could be some banding that could set up here with some moderate snow. And since Indiana is the coldest area right now, I do see a decent shot here of seeing some accumulating snow for areas along and north of the Ohio River for this evening. Not a whole lot, but just enough that could cause a few problems on bridges and overpasses, so heads up there. Our southern counties, it depends on how much you drop. Again, your dew point's pretty low, so you'll drop, certainly, but I don't know how much you'll drop to the point where you'd have any problems developing here. But we'll watch you guys. And here in Louisville, I know it's got the donut hole right now over us here in the city, which I know a lot of you love that. But I think even here in Louisville, there will be something falling from the sky for this evening. Louisville is the warmer spot, so within the city limits, it's going to be very difficult for much to really happen here locally. But once you get out to the suburbs away from downtown, you could have the grassy areas turn white, and watch out for bridges and overpasses. It's a quick hitting system. It's out of here as we head toward sunrise tomorrow. I'm already hearing from school districts, people worried about school tomorrow. You can see how temperature is going to be crucial. We're all going to be hovering right around that freezing mark in the area. Any moisture in the area will cause concern, certainly. At this point, the trend has been to dry things out for the morning and keep anything falling from the sky across our southern counties. But again, this is a very evolving situation, so we'll have to watch it. By the afternoon, yesterday, if you were watching the video blog, it was showing the band of snow in the afternoon hours for Tuesday back here. Now it is showing it to our east. That's quite the jog here, and it could easily jog back in that direction here in the next update. So there's going to be a lot of balancing back and forth here, it looks like, on the models as we head through the next 12 hours. But there is going to be a chance here for some snow as we head into tomorrow afternoon. If we do not have snow falling in our area, you can see how quickly it won't take long to get temperatures in the upper 30s, and that would cut down any major problems, certainly for the area. If you have something falling from the sky steadily throughout the daylight hours, you have a good shot of staying in the low 30s, if not at the freezing mark, and something to stick. But once you stop the precip, you will warm up, and all bets are off then. So that's going to be crucial. You got to have something fall from the sky to get anything interesting to happen for tomorrow. And right now, I think our chances of warming up look pretty good. So it may just be a minor event during the daylight hours for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow night, we start to get more of a snow band developing here as the low actually begins to get wound up, especially across areas of the bluegrass. I don't know how far west this is going to go yet. Confidence on that part is very low. But anywhere, I would say, from Trimble County all the way through Oldham County, Eastern Jefferson County, all the way down to Hart, you guys need to be alert for tomorrow night for a chance for some banding of snow to develop in the backside. The further west you go, the chances of anything happening pretty slim. Sorry, snow lovers to the west. It's not looking good. You can see how the models really tighten things up here for tomorrow night with a decent snow band developing here again, mainly across our southeast sections as we do tomorrow night. And it's over with and just plain cold weather with flurries. I mean, it's not showing up. I think we'll have some snow showers and snow flurries falling on Wednesday. I don't think we'll hit 30 on Wednesday the way it's looking now. And we could get a minor accumulation of a couple of these that do pass on through, so keep that in mind. All right, let's talk about amounts. The RPM model with this first wave tonight has the chance to put down the potential here for, an inch or two. Again, I think the highest threat for that is going to be across Indiana where you're colder, but everybody has a chance for a dusting or maybe up to an inch for tonight. Once we get the snow for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, you can see the highest chance of anything significant is going to be across our southeast counties where that banding will set up. And this pretty much is just a total for what we're going to have for tonight. It hasn't moved any at all throughout the day on Tuesday. So the way it's looking now, for areas around Louisville and southern Indiana, our main snow event could actually be tonight. In our southeast counties, your main snow event would be tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. So kind of splitting the difference here on the viewing area. So kind of a interesting setup there if that happens that way. The NAM model does show snow overnight tonight, but as we're seeing already, it's way too slow on that happening. It does agree on tomorrow afternoon, though, that it would be our southeast counties have a better chance to see snow for tomorrow night into early on Wednesday. The NAM model, as a result, is spitting out the higher totals south and east of Louisville. This snow total here on Indiana, again, will be tonight. This will be Tuesday night, the way it's looking now for our southeast sections. All right, looking at the European model. It just updated. I'm not sure if it's updated on this map here. It's still showing about 3 inches for the area. I think this is overdone. The European model is not a good short-range model to use. It is for longer range, but short range, not so much. But some of you have been asking about it, so I wanted to show it. GFS model, it's been similar to the idea, too, that our southeast counties certainly have a higher chance to see anything frozen as we head into tomorrow night into Wednesday. So here's what I'm putting all this together, all these different models, timing. This is what I think right now, and Kevin's going to be joining me here shortly, and we'll both evaluate the afternoon data and have much more tonight on the evening news, so make sure to tune in for that. I think this 1 inch potential here across areas of southern Indiana, north central Kentucky, I think this is all going to be for tonight, the way it's looking now. Tonight into the early hours of Tuesday morning. The banding of snow here to our south and east and our southeast counties, I think it's going to be Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night. Again, it's all based on the recent data that is coming in. This has even changed a lot since I was here late last night after football. So it's an ever-evolving situation. We've got to eventually work our way away from models and just nowcast, where we track the radar temperature trends and the reports you tell us on social media. And, of course, you can always email us, let you know what you're seeing in your backyard. It helps us out in evaluating how reliable the models are doing and whether we need to make some adjustments. It still does not look to be a major event for the area. We've stressed that several times. It's the East Coast and the big cities of the East Coast that are a bigger threat for big problems on the travel day on Wednesday. For us, it's a minor snow event, but it won't take much to cause problems around here. So be careful. It's our first decent chance for somewhat of an accumulating snow. All right, much more today coming up at 5.